So here's an idea. How about you try reading the article instead of just the headline? Hey guys, John Conley here, UncleJonsSoap.com. Yep, haven't done one of these in a while. It's time to do Don't Be a Jerk. Yep, been too long. I agree. Before I get into it, you'll notice I'm sitting in a pink room. It's my daughter's room who's overseas, so I utilize this as kind of a little recording studio, mostly audio, but now we're going to start making this our video spot too for certain videos. So things are going to change. You're seeing it in its rawness right now. It's a spare bedroom. She doesn't care about the pink walls, so we're going to paint them. Going to jazz up the background a little bit. Jazz? Am I showing my age? Anyway, we're going to jazz up the background a little bit. Clean things up, make it a little more exciting to look at. I don't know if that's even possible, but we're going to give it a shot. Anyway, different mic setup. No onboard mic for most of these videos. The soap videos, I haven't worked that out yet. We have a wired lapel mic that goes to the camera. It has a constant buzzing sound in the background, and I haven't been able to fix that. It used to work great. Now it works like crap. So anyway, just figured I'd fill you guys in with that a little bit. So each video you see where we're in this setting, things should improve a little at a time. You know, we're improving lighting a little bit. We're improving sound a little bit. Next time there should be a little improvement in the back here. We're going to start changing colors and arranging things and getting rid of maybe the little Scotty dog bookends. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep him. He's kind of cool. The digital clock that won't keep time. I've never seen a digital clock get slower over time. I don't understand it, so if she doesn't like it, we'll get rid of it. Back to the story. So, just like most of my rant videos, I ran across something on Facebook earlier. There was a post this afternoon on Facebook. I follow this page on Facebook called I won't call it out. It's a local emergency page. They basically what they do is they listen to the scanner. The gentleman that runs the page and owns the page, he had a really bad accident years ago, which I believe left him quadriplegic. So other than going to the hospital and constantly having procedures done because of his health issues and things like that, this is what he does. He has dedicated his time to creating this page and keeping people informed of accidents in the area, fires, you know, lost kids, lost dogs, lost seniors, silver alerts, whatever. And he does a really good job at it. He and his family, his mom helps him run it, and I think there's a family friend that helps. Anyway, sidetracked again. But really cool guy. He'll post something, and you know that helps you to be able to avoid the area. It helps those of us that are nosy to kind of know what's going on in our town. Sort of like reading the police blotter. So today's post that I just happened to kind of scroll past was a police call to our local Home Depot where somebody had their dog locked in a car. Calm down, listen to the rest of the story. They had their dog locked in the car along with their keys. The owner of the car and dog called the police himself to get help to try to get into his car for his dog and his keys. That's all the report said. You know, when you're listening to a scanner, they don't give you every little detail. And a lot of times they don't have time on this site to go back and update certain things. And so you may never know the ending. Hopefully everything worked out well. But just from that text, I guarantee you, about 80% of the people on this post had this guy tried and convicted of, you know, in the court of public opinion, of abusing this dog and being a real asshole for locking him in the car and yada, yada, yada. They didn't use any kind of common sense when they read this post. They made a lot of assumptions and totally dogpiled on this guy. No pun intended. People were saying, oh, get the dog out, save its life, and lock his ass in the car and let him, you know, suffocate and bake. Really? Is that how you really feel about it? I mean, because it didn't say he locked his dog in the car on purpose and left him there. you don't know the circumstances. Why do people continue to assume they know what's going on when they really don't? We don't know if this was his service dog. We don't know if he had no air conditioning at home, so he was taking his dog with him to get an air conditioner, to get parts to fix an air conditioner. This guy could have been on a road trip and just pulled into that parking lot to take a break, go get something out of the back of the car, and the dog got all excited and jumped up on the armrest and locked the door. Who knows? It didn't say if the car was on or off. It could have been on with the air conditioning. But people have to assume the worst, no matter what. And then when you call them out on their BS, they want to get all upset. Well, that's just your opinion. I hope you don't have any pets. Really, Karen? Really? Let's be real here. You jumped on here. I call them headline readers. That's all they are. They're headline readers. And half the time, they don't even read the headline correctly. And we already know that most headlines, if you're reading a news article, an actual article, are skewed anyway. They're attention grabbers, like clickbait, just like, the thumbnails we make for our videos. And, there's good clickbait and bad clickbait. Good clickbait is, it makes you really want to click it because it seems kind of wild. But as long as the story backs up the thumbnail and the thumbnail backs up the story, you're okay. But there are certain things that are clickbait, and then you get in there and the substance is totally different. It's total BS, has nothing to do with the title or the picture, and that's bad. My analogy to one of the people was, hey, okay, let's imagine for a second that you had a fender bender. Somebody stopped in front of you, you slammed into the back of them. Now, according to your logic, those people should get out of their vehicle. Oh yeah, and the bystanders all around the area too should join in. Yank your ass out of the vehicle, stomp you into the blacktop, and leave you for dead because you banged into the back of their car. I'm going to assume at that point that you are trying to destroy their car, injure them, injure their children. That's what your logic is. That's what you're telling me. That this is right. This is the way to handle things. Really? Bullshit. This is what's wrong with society. Everybody jumps the gun. And trust me, this isn't anything new. This has probably been going on thousands of years. You guys have played telephone, right? You tell a little sentence or a phrase to somebody that's first in line in a circle around the room. And by the time it gets back to you, the story is so convoluted and messed up that it doesn't even sound like the original story. And people have been doing this forever. But it still doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? If my house burns, God forbid, if my house burns down tomorrow, are you going to call me an arsonist and claim that I tried to hurt my children? Or I was just looking for the insurance money? Or would you, wait for it to be investigated by the fire marshal and get facts? Then if something was found or I'm guilty or whatever, then you know. Then you want to spout your opinion and, hang them, throw them in jail, whatever, Okay, great. But at least have some information. Nope, that's too easy. I'd rather just assume things and throw you under the bus. I wasn't defending the guy because, for all we know, maybe he did lock the dog in the car on purpose and just happened to forget his keys when he did it, or the key fob to unlock the car when he came back from the store. Maybe he did do that, and that's wrong too. Even with the air conditioner on, it's still not right. Leaving your dog unattended in a running car, and if it's a big klutzy lab, I could just see that thing somehow, and it's just not supposed to be able to put it in gear without putting your foot on the brake, but somehow that thing going into gear and running over some old lady in the parking lot or whatever. It's amazing, guys. But I'm not assuming that the guy was right or wrong. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt until facts come out. If they come out at all. We may never know. I think people have gotten too complacent and too full of themselves, especially in the digital age here, where they can just sit on their keyboard and, bang out insults all day long with relative anonymity. I mean, I'm not anonymous because my name's on my account. It's not a fake account. I don't do that other than my business names, things like that. But most people have gotten comfortable with being real jackasses online because most of the time they're going to get away with it. And that's no way to live, guys. Seriously, we should be better than that. But I guess that's part of being a human. So bottom line, don't be a jerk. Stop assuming things. Stop being judge, jury, and executioner for every little thing you see and read, because most of the time you're not going to know the details. You don't know backstories. You don't know what led up to an altercation. You don't know what led up to an accident or a mistake, things like that. You don't know. Get off your pedestal. Get off your high horse, you self-righteous prick, and maybe get outside and get off the computer for a little while, or your phone. All right, guys. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down and kiss my ass. Click subscribe. Oh yeah, you might want to hit the bell notification icon, because subscriptions really don't give you notifications anymore when we put a new video up. I don't know what's going on with that, but if you want to know when our next video comes up, if you're really interested, click that bell notification icon and you can kind of choose your level of notification. All right, leave any comments or questions down below, and see ya.